Hi, I'm Brett. This is another video update for Project Bluey, and I'm sitting in our dyno room having finished our recent testing of our newly designed and upgraded exhaust system. And it's a bit of a unusual test that we've done in this sequence, because typically when you're looking at improving this model Subaru, you would do a tune on the factory ECU. You would then modify and replace the catalytic converter in the uppipe before the turbo, and then you would do a turbo back exhaust in those stages, or of course you would do it all at once. But on this particular car, we've got a new exhaust system that we've designed that we wanted to test. So we've sort of done it all around the wrong way, and in fact what it's got on at the moment, you can see part of the exhaust down the top here, because we haven't put the heat shield back on, is the new turbo back exhaust with the high flow cat, the split collector off the wastegate, centre muffler and sports rear muffler. However, we haven't replaced the uppipe to delete the catalytic converter, and we haven't fitted a high flow fuel pump, but we have now custom tuned it with the factory ECU using Ecotech software. So what I wanted to point out was it is important to consider these things in the right order. You will find a power kit document of our website that you can refer to at any time, that you can download, that shows you those different upgrades from XA, XB and XC, which of course come with the proven performance power guarantee of all these parts. Now, the reason why we talk about these things, and you can see in the rest of the Oscar's car, it's still got the original factory WRX intercooler. It's got the original engine components, air intake, airbox, airflow meter, blow-off valve and everything. The important part to remember when you've got your car reliable and everything's going as good as what you'd expect factory standard, and you start chasing a little bit more power, is to do it in the right order, but think about the plans of where you're going and what you ultimately are going to do. So of course you can do the XA power kit, which is the custom tuned factory ECU with no mechanical mods, and that will give you a modest increase. But the catalytic converter in the uppipe in this model is one of the most unique things of all the Subaru range. It was only around for a couple of years, and it's purely there to pass an emissions test, and with technology these days you can get away with replacing that and still maintaining a catalytic converter in the rest of the exhaust system. So I'll show you a still photo of one of those and a cutaway photos in one of those uppipes, so you know what we're talking about. So typically we would replace that at the same time if you've got the budget to do the tune. Then you start getting to the point where you've got to decide what to do with the exhaust. And of course, considering that this car is now close to 15 years old, the fuel pump's been running for a long time, and it's starting to get a little bit tired, but of course it can't supply enough fuel once you start leaning on the engine package of parts to start generating more power. So of course, as soon as you start then approaching the decision to do a turbo back exhaust, you need to then remember that you need to replace the fuel pump at the same time. And Oscar experienced this on the dyno last night when he was doing some testing with Ben, our head tuner, and with the level of mods that we've done in this, remembering it's only got the turbo back exhaust, we had to pull back some of the power because the fuel pump can't deliver enough fuel to the injectors to make sure the engine runs the right fuel mixture. Even though we, through the software, commanded a higher injector duty cycle to effectively put more fuel into the engine, if there's no fuel there supplied by the pump, it doesn't matter how much you open up the injectors, you cannot get enough fuel into the engine to stop it running lean. So of course what you then have to do, if you can't get the fuel, you then got to back off the power, turn the boost down a little bit until those other modifications are done. So that's our latest update for Project Bluey. I hope this helps you understand what we're doing. We're going to do another video soon where we will show you what we're doing with the uppipe and also with the fuel pump. But in the meantime, we've got some more testing to do with this exhaust system up on the hoist. And have a check out some of the other videos that we've done with this project series, and really hope no matter where you are in the world, it's helped you learn a little bit more about your Subaru. So on behalf of myself and Oscar behind the camera, I'm Brett Middleton. Thanks for watching.